Hello everyone, how are you all? Let us start one more case study, that is case study number 12. Can we start? Yes sir. On 1st April 2021, Globe Limited incurred 2000 selling cost to sell a good to Grey Limited for 95,000. In general, Globe Limited does not extend any credit to its customer, means normally they do not give any credit. However, as per special case, the sale agreement with Grey Limited provided customer would pay 95,000 selling price in full on 31st March 2022. So it means 1 year credit has been given. The prevailing rate of 1 year credit granted to the trade customer in the industry is 10% per year. This is clearly determinable way of determining the imputed rate of interest. So 10% will be the discount rate which can be used to find out significant financing component. Now I hope you remember about Ind AS 115. There is one practical expedient that if the time gap between the date when the control is transferred and the date when the payment is made is 1 year or less than 1 year, then entity may decide not to separate the significant financing component, and revenue can be recognized at undiscounted amount. If the entity has an option to do that, it means, can I say, in this case, if the practical expedient is availed, then the revenue should be recognized at 95,000. But if they want to eliminate that significant financing component from transaction price, then the revenue should be what? The discounted amount. So that will be 95,000 multiplied by 1.10 equal to, means it is what? 0.909. So 95,000 into 0.909 is equal to what? 86355. The answer should be 86355. So let's see what the option has been given, because that will be based on whether the entity uses that is availing that practical expedient or not. Understood? Yes sir, correct. On 1st July 2021, Globe Limited sold a new computer system for rupees 4 lakh, which also include after sales support for a period of 2 years from the date of supply of the computer system. So of course there are two performance obligations. One is sale of computer and one is the sale of what? The after sales support for the 2 year. Globe Limited estimated cost of after sales support at 60,000 and the fair value of such after sales support is estimated to be 90,000. Means, can I say this can be considered as standalone selling price of after sales support, but they have not given the standalone selling price. The standalone selling price for the computer. Means, can I say we can use the residual approach to find out the standalone selling price of new computer, means the sale of computer, to which can be what? 4 lakh minus what? 90,000. So can I say revenue for the new computer can be recognized at what? 3,10,000, 3,10,000. This can be one possible answer. Let's see what the question they have asked. On 31st March 2019, Globe Limited acquired 30% of the ordinary shares that carry voting right of Earth Limited for rupees 1 lakh. In acquiring these shares, Globe Limited incurred a transaction cost of 1,000. 30% means significant influence, means, can I say the Earth Limited will become associate, and for the investment associate we apply Ind AS 27. So can I say the cost price will be equal to 1 lakh plus 1,000. 1 lakh 1,000. As on 31st March 2020, 21 and 22, for impairment of asset, management assesses that fair value of its investment in Earth Limited is itna respectively. Cost to sale are estimated at rupees 4,000 throughout. So can I say this investment in associate, the impairment is covered under Ind AS 36. Correct now? For impairment of investment in associates, subsidiaries and joint venture, it is covered under Ind AS 36. So can you say we need to find out recoverable amount? Recoverable amount will be higher of value in use and fair value less cost to sale. If value in use is not given, then we'll take what? Fair value less cost to sale. So of course the fair value less cost to sale is given. So in the first year it will be 1 lakh 2,000 minus what? 4,000. That is how much? It will be 98,000. Second year it will be 1 lakh 6,000. 38 will be 90 minus 4 means 86,000. Let's see what the question they have asked. Then we'll find out the answer. Globe Limited acquired 30% of voting shares of AB Limited on 1st April 2017. So they have acquired 30% of voting shares of AB Limited. One second significant influence. The purchase consideration was 20 crore and the Globe Limited has significant influence over AB Limited. The retained earning of AB Limited were 5 crore. Means on the date of acquisition it was 5 crore. The retained earning of AB Limited on 31st March 2022 means year end it become 10 crore. So of course the post acquisition profit will be 10 crore minus 5 crore, that is 5 crore. Let's see what the question they have asked. Globe Limited has contracted to purchase a specialized item of machinery from an overseas supplier for $48 million on the following terms. Non-refundable payment on the signing of contract, though it was signed on 1st Jan 2022 and some amount was paid in advance. So 60% was paid in advance. So 48 into 60%, how much? It become 28.8. 28.8. Payment on delivery and the installation 5th April 2022. So can you say it will be recognized because they have purchased machinery. So machinery will recognize when the control has been received. So control was received on the payment on delivery only. So when the delivery was received, then control received, then machinery recognized on 5th April 2022 and 40% was paid on that date. So 48, it is 19.2. 19.2 was paid on that date. Okay, sir. This point have you understood? The following exchange rate are relevant on 1st Jan 2022. 78. So this will be multiplied by 78. 31st March 2022. It is 77 and 5th April 2022 it is 79. So when the payment was done on 5th April, then the rate was 79. But in between that, of course, one day was reporting that. Let's see what the question they have asked. Come to the question. What is the revenue to be recognized by Globe Limited for sale of goods to Grey Limited? Now they have given option number A and option number B. You can see we have also calculated 86355. So 86355 means 364 approximate. So this is also correct option. This is also correct option depending upon assumption. So I will say write down both the assumption. Correct now. As per means just try to understand. Whatever you are writing, just give a reason for that. Option number A is correct if the entity has availed a practical expedient option. Option number B is correct when the entity has not availed the practical expedient option. Correct now. So both will be correct, but if the question is, suppose you need to only choose one option, so I will say because the question is silent, we'll assume that entity has not gone for practical expedient, then option number B is more preferable. Option number B is more preferable. So if nothing has been given, so option number B is more preferable. So your answer should be 86364. 86364. Correct? Yes, sir. How much revenue should Globe Limited recognize from the sale of new computer? So of course it will be 4 lakh minus 90,000 by using residual approach. So that is what? 3 lakh 10,000. So option number A is correct. Option number A is correct. Globe Limited measures investment Earth Limited as on 31st March 2020, 21, 22. So we need to find out on 20, 21, 22. So we need to compare with carrying amount and recoverable amount. Carrying amount is given how much? 1 lakh 1,000. First year cost price will be 1 lakh 1,000. Recoverable amount was how much? 98,000. 98,000. So they will be impaired. Then the valuation means impairment loss will be how much? 4,000. Sorry, 3,000. Impairment loss will be how much? 3,000. And the carrying amount will be how much? 98,000. Understood? First one is correct. So now option number C may be also correct. Option number D may be correct. You need to go for 21 also. Now the carrying amount become how much? 98,000. Now what is the fair value less cost to sell? Whatever is given, it is 1 lakh 6,000. So 1 lakh 6,000. 1 lakh 6,000. So now you can see recoverable amount is more than carrying amount. So the impairment loss which was previously recognized will be reversed. So to the extent of 3,000, it will be reversed. So can you see we reverse 3,000 impairment loss? This will be reversed. So carrying amount will now become 98,000 plus 3,000. So 98,000 plus 3,000 will be how much? It will be 1,01,000. 1,01,000. Understood this point? So because there is a increase in the recoverable amount in the next year. So this is the, of course, nothing but reversal of previous impairment loss. So we can reverse to the extent of previous impairment loss recognized. So we reverse 3,000. So 3,000 will be added to 98,000. So carrying amount will become 1,01,000. Correct? Yes, sir. So of course option number D is correct. But let us do the last point also. Now carrying amount become 1,01,000. And once again fair value less cost to sell is how much given? That is 86,000. So once again there is an impairment loss. So how much impairment loss? 1,01,000 minus 86 is equal to what? 15,000. 15,000 loss, and now the carrying amount will become 86,000. So option number D is correct. Option number D is correct. Got this point? Good question. Now calculate a carrying value of investment in AB Limited in the group financial statement as on 31st March 2022. So what was the cost? Cost was how much? Batao. What was the cost? So they have acquired at 20 crore. At 20 crore? Yes, sir. And then post acquisition profit was 10 crore minus 5 crore, means 5 crore. So 5 crore ka 30%. 5 crore ka 30% is 1.5. So 1.5 will be added. To answer is 21.5. So 21.5 is the answer. So 21.5 become the answer. Okay. Come to point number 5. What is the exchange gain or loss to be recognized on 31st March 2022 on account of US dollar deposit paid for the specialized item of machinery from the overseas supplier? Can you say when the advance was given, what will be the journal entry? So advance account debit to bank. Advance account debit to bank. On which date? What was the date of contract? It was on 1st Jan 2022. On 1st Jan 2022. Correct. What will be the amount? Amount will be what? 28.8. So 28.8 into what? 78, which is coming 2246.4. So which is 2246.4. 2246.4. Correct. Now this being a foreign currency non-monetary item, therefore this will not be retranslated. This will not be translated at reporting date. So no exchange gain or loss to be recognized on this advance. So they have asked only on 31st March. Correct now. So no gain or loss will be recognized for this advance. So option number D is correct. You can see no exchange gain or loss to be recognized. To be recognized. Understood. All the point has been done. Let's see what the answer has been given. Point number 1. Either option number B. Because they have also given first preference to option number B. So if the OMR seat has been given, I need to write down only one option. Option number B will be more appropriate. Correct now. But if suppose you are supposed to give reason in your answer, then give both the option number B as well as option number A. But option number B will be more preferable. 86364. If entity does not opt for practical expedient in determining the transaction price. Alternatively, option number A is also correct if one opt for practical expedient in determining the transaction price. Got this point? Yes, sir. For 2, option number A is correct. For 3, option number D is correct. For 4, option number C is correct. For 5, option number D is correct. All the options are correct. Simple, good, very good. So with this we completed this case study also. In the next video we'll come with a new case study. Till then, bye bye. Enjoy your study. Love you all.